Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now, it's real time.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us for Real Time, right? We've got Scott Kaul from Brad's here in the studio, and Brad's Products has been putting some fish on the deck of boats already this year. And I say already just because it is the first week of April, right? Yesterday was supposed to be the closure below Bonneville. Well, we did get an extension, and we've all talked about how these stuffer baits are more effective as things get further on in the year and water temperatures go up. Yep. But I think that's all been getting blown out of the water. But we'll talk about that. Scott, it's good to see you.
Thank you for having me. Really
you
appreciate
bet, man. Yesterday, you were out chasing some fish. You were with
went out with Steve Kuhn in the zone.
In the zone guide service. I didn't get the invite. Thanks, Steve. My other buddy was in the boat. Didn't get an invite. Thanks, guys. I wouldn't invite me either. I mean, why would you want to have somebody that just hogs all the fish?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My buddy Moose knows that is absolutely not true.
Moose is on the boat.
Yeah, he got one.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably on somebody else's rod, but I don't know. I'm not going to go there.
I saw nothing. I don't know.
What did you see yesterday, and what are your reports? Because you're right in the middle of it. You own one of the largest manufacturing companies in our region. What have you been hearing?
So it's so weird, right? The beginning of the week last week, I fished on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we fished hard.
Right.
We were changing baits out every 20 minutes, really fishing hard. Yeah. I saw like 1 or 2 fish caught.
Brutal, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh, this is frustrating. But just to show you about Springer fishing, right? So we overthink it.
Right.
We're like, oh my gosh, these things are so smart. They go from dumb, slimy fish to like astroscientists and nuclear physicists. They do seem to come off that way, don't they? Yeah, we started to overthink it, right? So, and you know, I was doing that. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, this isn't working and this isn't working. These are my go-tos.
Right.
What are we gonna do now?
Right.
So anyway, I fished half day because it was frustrating and had stuff to do. I'm like, I'm gonna go be productive.
Right.
Hear from my buddy Danny, who goes up to the Klamath and takes a thing of coon shrimp that was a year old, unrefrigerated, in his garage.
Wait a second. Now, first things first, coon shrimp or prawns that are pre-cured, done correctly in a refrigerator will last for a very, very long time. Years, to be very honest with you.
How about in that
room temperature? Not so much.
Hot garage, right?
Crazy.
No air conditioning?
Yeah.
He's like, well, that's all I got, so I'm just going to go do it. I got a couple hours. So he goes out, bangs one in 10 minutes.
Dude.
Yeah, off the shore, right?
Okay, all right. Yeah. I get it, though. I mean,
and Danny, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying you're a stud for doing it because I never would have even tried it.
No, I wouldn't have either.
Yeah.
So I literally would have just gone.
But so what does it tell you? It just shows you that the people that are going out, you're going to dumb luck into them. You're going to find them. Just keep doing your thing.
Right.
If you're not out, you ain't going to catch them.
Right. I think that's a great point because I mean, if you start to go, I went nuts, right?
I was too. I fished literally that morning.
Yeah.
I'm doing everything I think right, and then this guy goes out with your old unrefrigerated coon shrimp, bonks one.
It's not right. That's not right. Okay, it's not supposed to work that way. It literally.
We know it's not right, but it's cool, right? Because that means anybody can get a fish.
Right.
So go out and do it.
Yeah.
Just put in the time.
Well, a lot of the reports that I got this week, other than the fact it was bleak, right? Overall, it was just not very good fishing, no matter where it was on the Columbia. If it was down low, which it seemed like that was the most consistent area for obvious reasons, because where the fish are going to show up, and they might stage down low before they make their way upriver. Let's just hope that changes, because I don't fish down there. Not to be greedy, but that's just the way it is. Along with, yes, herring getting bit behind fish flash. That's pretty common for the Columbia. That's probably 9 out of 10 baits that are out there, that's exactly what people are towing. But one of the most consistent reports that I got were stuffer baits in particular, cut plugs from Brad's in the mini and the kokanee size.
Yes.
Just because of the coincidence of it all with the millennial mulch in there's lots of different things that you can pack it with, was getting bit. Doug Hayes from Oregon Tackle put one in his boat right in front of me with a stuffer bait and the mulch, right? Now, I never got bit, but that was his only bite of the day.
Yeah.
So is there any rhyme or reason to this? I mean, we've been saying this for a long time, that it's too early to fish these things, right? Yeah. We need temperatures in the mid-50s. You know, the Columbia's a little bit cooler than the Willamette, but still in the upper 40s. I had 47, 48 degrees.
Right.
You know, so are we wrong to think that way?
Not wrong. You're going to fish what you're confident in. Right?
I'll give you that.
And I fish these enough all over the world
everywhere.
To have absolute confidence in them. So I will fish them, head to head with herring anytime.
That's a strong statement to say, man.
I will, because I have confidence in it.
Okay. That much. All right.
I have that much confidence.
Can I put you on the spot?
Absolutely, please.
Did you fish any of these yesterday?
We were fishing. I fished a couple prototypes, color prototypes, different prototype colors.
That's cool.
We were going very slow, and I was out with Steve.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's been tough.
Yeah.
And he was feeling confident in herring, and I'm not going to walk on somebody's boat and say, we're going to fish this because I'm here.
I forgot about that. You can't guide the guide. Right?
No.
You can't guide the guide. I get that. I get that. Okay.
And Steve fishes these. He's a great guide. But right now, it's tough enough. He had the confidence in that. If I was running my own boat, I have the confidence in these to do it just because I've seen it happen so many times.
Sure.
So, yeah, I will fish it anywhere, anytime. Temperature doesn't come into play. What comes into play a little bit is more the 360 thing.
Okay.
Whether you're going to start just running it, you know, by itself, or, you know, with a triangle flasher, or you can get the action, you know. And with the warmer temps, you know, water bumping up a little bit, the 360 thing really comes. And I think we're there now.
You mentioned speed. Ryan, I know. But you mentioned speed, that you're going really slow. And that's the MO when you're pulling a fish flash and herring. Slow as you can go, keep it on the bottom. And if you get it off the bottom, don't do that.
Put it back down on the bottom.
Get it on the bottom, right? You mentioned speed. Yeah. So if you're going too slow with one of the cut plugs, you might not be fishing it the right way. You would want to actually speed up a little bit in order to get it to fish a little bit better. What was your point with that?
Yeah. Get the roll. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So with that flop that he was ultimately going, I know Steve pretty good, but I don't know how he fished. I never fished with him. But I'm assuming if he's going that slow, he's trying to get a flop. He's trying to get that herring to go as slow as it can on that thump.
Yeah.
And it was too slow to run these baits where you would be confident.
Effectively, yeah.
Pay attention.
I would have been just a couple tenths of a mile an hour quicker.
Right.
Yeah.
Just to keep that spin going a little bit.
But we've got 6 people in the boat.
Yeah.
He's running his boat.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I get
do your thing. Yeah.
You just learned something. I hope you paid attention to that. We're going to cut to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the Chevy Silverado Tech Tip of the Week. One of the questions that we got from one of our Facebook fans is what we're going to highlight here. And it was how to modify or make an Evolution flasher even better.
All right.
We'll see how we do with that. We'll be right back.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Chevy Silverado and the impressive new Turbo Max engine. Flex your muscle with the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. Official truck of Outdoor GPS.